Okay, well, I decided I'd shoot a little more video. Um, I was like, yeah, there's no reason to not show this. Um, I don't know. I guess you'd call it. I guess I'm going instructional. Sorry to get instructional on you. And no, I'm not really trying to show you how to do stuff. I'm just showing you what I'm doing, and maybe you'll find it of interest, that kind of thing. Okay, so like I said, I want to get the guitar all nice and cleaned up before I bottle it up on the electronics side. So I pulled the pickguard back out, and I was like, well, I'm going to have to remove this jack anyway, so why don't I go ahead and take that off now for the cleaning. And yeah, so the jack is still actually wired up, and so I'm going to have to go ahead and pull these out. That's what I'm going to do. So yeah, jack's out. I'm going to need to disconnect those wires at some point so that I can hook up the new wire for that, for the jack. Now this is my bridge wire. I can just kind of set it out of the way in here, and that'll allow me to go ahead and clean up all this part. The neck pockets, I mean, all this is already looking pretty clean, and that's going to be covered, which is probably a good thing because it's not quite as yellow and finished as the rest of the stuff is. The rest of the stuff is looking, I mean, for the inside of a cavity, that's not a bad finish, I mean, sure, it's rough, but, it's got nice color and stuff to it, so, yeah, it's real pretty. It's nice that they squirted the whole thing as just one big burst, because that's really what they did, essentially. So, like I said, I saw this thing, and it was like, wow, that's a really pretty guitar. It definitely jumped out compared to, like, if you're going through a whole screen full of pictures of guitars, and all of a sudden it's like, boom, yeah, wow. And it wasn't like, these were all guitars in the same price range, so it wasn't like it stood out because it was like 3 times as expensive as everything else I was looking at or anything like that. So, alright, so, okay, we got everything off of it, more or less, except for the bridge, and that's not going to worry about that. Neck pockets are looking pretty good. I don't think I'm going to, I mean, the routing, these pockets here, I don't think I'm really going to worry about them. You'll notice that it does have the neck match mark here for the Sun number 1 body, the Sun number 1 neck when they originally assembled it. I remember seeing, I think there's a 1 in the pocket and also a 1 on the neck. So yeah, this is guitar number 1 from whatever run they did, and it turned out nice, didn't it? I actually, yeah, with this new pickguard on, man, I think it's looking pretty cool. Looking pretty cool. So, all right, let me shut up and get to work here. Step 1, some Windex. Okay, so I guess these videos give me an opportunity to, like, pass on what I've learned so far over a variety of different things as they apply to doing guitars. Most likely a polyester resin finish, I'm guessing, from what I've learned so far about the different types of finishes and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, apparently it's a thing for mass production. It's a very fast to apply kind of a finish that gets you really good results. So I'm going to guess that it's that, a polyester resin type finish. So that's a little first sprig of wisdom I'm passing on. Next one is that Windex is okay for this kind of finish. I found Windex is okay for everything so far that I've encountered, except for oil finish, obviously. You might even be able to use it on an oil if you know, I don't know, I wouldn't try it, I don't think, but let's try to keep the camera in one spot. So, yeah, the reason it's not in one spot is because I'm grabbing some tissue. It's softer than paper towels, and it's strong enough for pretty much all applications, all tasks, except for applying dye. And you want to spray onto the paper towels. Like, once again, I'm having to deal with trying to film and stuff at once. Hold on a sec. Okay, so yeah, spray it on the towel, not on the guitar. And we'll see what happens here. Okay, you know, see right there, that's going to be some kind of sticky stuff. Yeah, it feels a little that way. Interesting, because it's partially under the, no it's not, it's outside the pickguard, I think. That area right there. But yeah, this is, it's starting to affect it, but not totally, so yeah. That might need a bit of naptha. Alright, let's see how the rest of this turns out. Yeah, there's a little bit there too. It's not coming totally. And just come on around. It's mostly like just dust. Yeah, but it is dirty. Okay, so let me get some more. Coming in with the dry one now. Yeah, not too much dirt. Not too bad. Okay, yeah, we got, that might be from tape from the pickguard. That's not. I only had tape like at the corners. Just a little bit there. What else we got? It's all looking real clean over here. It's actually starting to pick up a couple of scratches along here. And no, I'm not going to get obsessive compulsive about that kind of stuff. So, I'm just going to do my best job I can in order to get any dirt or anything off of it. Now here, yeah, see the camera is picking that up. That's definitely, actually the camera almost accentuates it. What is that? Is that some cloudiness underneath the pickguard? Looks like they didn't quite buff it as much as they should have. Oh no, wait, that's coming off. That's just more dirt, I think. It might just be more dirt. Okay, so yeah, this thing has a few spots. I'm going to try some naphtha. I'll be right back. When you take little stuff like screws off the guitar, bag it and tag it so you don't lose it. I guess you could say that, like that last little bit there, as I'm doing this, more or less everything I'm doing, I'm explaining the reasoning behind it, mostly gained from my too many years as an engineer. I used to be a professional student, you might say, and ended up with a lot of hours of engineering. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We've got some naphtha. Gotta admit, this thing is starting to look kind of good. I mean, I was really liking it with that pickup on. I mean, the pickguard on it here. Allow me to indulge for just a moment. Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. It would look a lot better when it was tucked in, but alright, enough indulging. Supposed to be seeing what I can do here to fix this thing up. So I need tissue. Let's see if I can do this one-handed and stuff. Some tissue. Some naphtha. Good old Roncinol. Okay, so we got a bit of naphtha now. We're looking for bad spots. And we got a little bit of tape mark up here. And now it's gone. Sweet. Alright, look, this stuff works so good. I'm just going to hit the whole thing up. Uh-oh. Looks like that's a bit of a bad spot. Doesn't want to clean up. Let me do some elbow grease. See if I can get a good shot of the elbow grease. Oh yeah, there. That's what I'm talking about. See, definitely cleaner. Definitely cleaner. Okay, yeah, that cleaned up pretty good. Where are we at here? The big one. The big one, yeah, okay, so yeah, you can see along the line there, there's no smears or smudges on the, right here where you've got this light reflection coming off of this spot here. There's no smears or smudges here, it's all clean. Okay, so yeah, this is working good. All my naphtha is evaporated, I need some more. Okay, got some more naphtha, moving on down. Maybe if I pull out a little bit, I can keep all this in frame a bit better. So I'm just going to hit up around it and then see if there's anything that seems to be taking off a little bit of dirt. So I'm just going to give it the once over and see. It seems to be taking that film area there off. Okay. Yeah, wow, this is so cool. The way it cleans this up. It's just like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Looking a lot better. There's still a couple spots. Let me hit it with some dry. Polish it up a bit. Okay, let's just dry it off here. And just gently rub it down. Naphtha is actually made out of, like, multiple petroleum distillates, each of which has its own boiling point. A number of different types of hydrocarbon molecules. Okay, we've still got a bad spot right there. Yeah, see it? I don't know if you can see this glare is terrible. Let me get it okay at this angle when I got like two reflections of the light in it or something. Where am I at here? Middle pickup. Right here. Yeah, okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah, watch the beam, see, this is all nice and clean and clear, and then that's smudgy. Why are you smudgy? Trying to do my best to get this thing back to a mirror. I mean, if you look here, see that? Come on, camera, focus, yeah. A little scratch. So, but other than that, it's getting pretty mirror. Yeah, and that was just a little smudgy that just needs some more rubbing. Okay, now this is even going to look better once I hit it with some wax. And this is looking still kind of filmy, milky. Yeah, this is a distinct possibility. It could be a clear coat error. It's definitely got a milky look to it, especially through the camera. Yeah, it's kind of got it even without the camera, but it might be a finishing error. It's not as, it doesn't feel as smooth as clear parts do, not quite. So yeah, I don't know, I might go some rubbing compound or something on that. Let's see here. How's the rest of it shaping up? Okay, we're looking good. We still got a little bit of tape residue action there. Yeah. You've got painter's tape. You've got masking tape, which is even worse than painter's tape. This is residue from painter's tape. And then you have like 3M brand quality automotive pinstriping tape, which is the e-ticket ride when it comes to taping off stuff, because it doesn't leave any kind of residue whatsoever. So that's going to need some more naphtha. Let me get some more. Okay, bit more naphtha here. And we're trying to get rid of that residue right there. And I'm doing this remotely by looking through the camera. What you see is what I see at the moment. All I see is a whole bunch of glare. And yeah, it's still there, sort of. Wait a sec. Okay, let's clean it up. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. Clean. Give me a clean one. Okay, there might be just a smidge still left right up next to the fretboard, but you'd have to be looking at it at an angle in order to actually notice it. I'm just polishing up here. A little friction and kinetic energy, see if I can rub off a few more molecules of contamination, so to speak. Okay, yeah, this is looking a lot nicer. Come on, camera, focus. Can you show us some sharp grain or anything? Yeah, so clear coat wise, yeah, much better. All smudges, all residue gone. It's still got, like, you know, you can see imperfections in it. Slight imperfections. But, I mean, this guitar's had, like, it's been sitting around while a lot of other guitars were worked on. And, you know, it's had kittens sitting on it. Cats like elevated surfaces because, well, they're predators, they're not top of the food chain, so they're always looking out for being ambushed, and if you're up higher, you're safer. And jumping up from the floor onto a table, even a table with a guitar on it, is a safer place to be. So, okay, this is looking pretty good. Now, what's left that might be dealt with? Okay, there's this milky situation here. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I suppose once I get the pickguard cleaned up, that's going to still possibly be noticeable. So, God is in the details, right? Let me get some rubbing compound. So, we're being joined by Chester here. Come on, man, I just cleaned that. Be cool. Be cool. Thank you. Yeah, that's Chester, everybody. He's a sweet little dude. Okay, little rubbing compound. Yeah, there you go. Rubbing compound. They call it heavy duty cleaner. As rubbing compounds go for automotive, like paint, that would be considered a light rubbing compound, I believe. It's like paste wax consistency. It's not really hard, like Red Rouge or anything. Be cool, dude. The cab is not a scratching post. Okay, where are we at here? Right, fog. Give me my compound back here. Yeah, smear it back off of that. Hi, Chester. And smear it on there. And now it's time to, don't put your paws on it, baby. Give it a little elbow grease here. And see if it'll clean up some. Alright. And some dirt came off with it, which is usually an encouraging, and yeah, already it's starting to look much better. Goodbye, fog. Goodbye, fog. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. Cool deal. Alright. We'll just, like, hit up the rest of it right quick. So it's all nice and even. And there you go. Yeah, good stuff. Alright, then you get some clean. Nice and clean with nothing on it. So that we can get all the rest of the remaining rubbing compound off. And this is going to polish up. It's going to go from like feeling ever so slightly tacky to super glass smooth now. and you can like feel it, how easy or hard it is to push the towel across it. And yeah, just get the super glass smooth. So yeah, this looks like it's going to work out real good. Maybe I should put rubbing compound on all of it. This turned out real nice, man. Real nice. Yeah, all that fog's gone. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty, 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 pretty. Any other bad spots? Yeah, it's got a little bit here. And still a little bit in there. Maybe I'll just go ahead and hit the whole thing up with a little bit of compound, because that's looking better. And it'll look even better once I wax it. So, yeah. Let me go ahead and do that. Boom, compound. A little more compound. Alright, so I've more or less done everything down to about here. So, let's just put some, let me pan back, put some on. It's just kind of like, if it even gets a film on there, nah, I don't even really have that much, but yeah, I mean, I'm just very lightly going over this, and it's already coming up dirty, so time for some fresh. Yeah, whenever you're cleaning anything, it's all about moving the dirt molecules off of this and onto that, which means this has always got to be clean, more or less. I mean, or as soon as you get some on there, every time you touch it again, some of that's going to come off back onto that, so you gotta have a clean one. I remember I used that logic when I was explaining why paper towels were better than dish rags to my ex-fiancée, and she came back with, "How come you're always right?" And no, I'm not always right. Alright, this is smeared up. Give me a clean one. Yeah, she thought about it for a second and was like, "How come you're always right?" And this was a clever girl, too. Definitely not a dummy. I believe she ended up being what you would call a network engineer. CS major originally. Okay, so first I'm just going to kind of, really I need to be rubbing it hard, don't I? Okay, so here we go, time to polish, 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 polish. Yeah, that's the thing about hand finishing guitars, is that elbow grease is a major ingredient thereof. A major ingredient. I can feel a lot of drag. When I switch over to clean, I can still feel drag, so I definitely have a film of rubbing compound on the guitar. And yeah, you can even sort of see, as I'm rubbing across it, it's smearing a little bit and leaving streaks, because there's so much of a film of this. Okay, so I want this about this far. It should be good from here. it does seem to be picking up a bit more luster from this. Just hit up every part, pushing real hard. I'd pull the camera back, but I'm holding the guitar down with the heel of my left hand, so okay, less red stuff coming off now. So we're getting down to it. Okay. You know you're getting good when it starts to squeak because you're pressing, yeah. Can you hear that? Yeah. So, yeah. That's starting to get down to the limit. It feels super glass smooth. Alright, one more piece of clean because that wasn't quite clean yet. More or less you need to do it until it comes totally clean. We're by and large clean. And I'm still using a high degree of pressure in order to do this. But with each pass, I'm getting more and more residue off, and it becomes slicker and slicker, lower friction. I'm getting down to straight clear coat now. I can feel it. It has a very uniform feel, and being a poly man, this is a polyester probably instead of a polyurethane, but being a poly, it's got that ever so slightly just the hairiest amount of drag to the surface, the feel of the surface. I mean, the thing's like super shiny now, yeah, right? I'm saying, look at that. I'm catching all kinds of good reflections off of it through the camera here, so I don't see any smudge marks or anything. Mostly I'm using this bag reflection here in order to check it. I mean, you can use the camera. Maybe this light's going to be a better test. Let's see. We'll get it down. Can we get the light on that part? And up here, how are we looking? That's a screw hole. Okay, looking. I still see a little bit of swirl action, man. That might have been the factory or something. I've never taken this. I don't even own a swirl, much less take one to a guitar. So yeah, using my phone here in order to like check it all over. It's looking pretty good. A little swirl there too. So, come on. No, don't get in my own light. Can we get this part? There we go. Now we got it. Yeah, more swirls. Ah, where are we? Oh, it's actually really not. In real life, it's not noticeable. All I see is just kind of darkish wood here, and I don't even see the swirls. So yeah, going up this way, yeah, this part all turned out real good. So, okay, so we originally started trying to get rid of a bit of milkiness in this region, and we ended up hitting up the whole darn guitar, and baby be shiny now for sure, I think you can say. So next step's going to be a bit of wax. I'll be back. Okay. Got the wax. Not much at all, really. Just touch it on the wax and just get a little bit on it and pull back so you can see what's up. I'm not really looking at the camera, so if this is out of frame, I apologize. But I want to be able to see what I'm doing. Try to get it evenly distributed here. Okay, so it's all got wax on it now. Go around a second time, just try to get it a little bit more evenly distributed. Okay. Now, sorry about that. I'm swirling it out and I'm trying to get a sip of beer here. There you go. Look at the fretboard for a second. Okay. So, yeah, I still am using the same towel here. It's still got some wax on it. And once again, using some pressure. No, it didn't leave anything in the pocket. I thought it might have, but it didn't. I can feel where I'm hitting wax that I laid down when I sprayed it out. It's already starting to dry up some. The wax is actually, it's got like, carnauba in it, beeswax, paraffin, and probably some kind of thinners as well. And as the thinners evaporate off, it's gonna dry out, You put the paste wax on, let it dry, and then you rub it all off, kind of a thing. I don't really necessarily wait for it all to dry. It dries pretty fast, and so you can just kind of like smear a little film on, and then just get straight to your buffing. Okay, that's our first round. We got a little bit of dirt coming off. Give me a fresh one. Some clean stuff. And back over. Yeah, now it's looking good. Here you go. That's what we're looking for right there. That's about as, hold on, See if we can get a little bit more. No, I can't get that out. So I'm going round and those are still straight. So, yeah. See a little bit of scratching in there. That's more or less as good as it's going to get. So, yeah. I don't think that's me. I think that's a factory. So, yeah, now actually what I wish I had is I wish I had some Scratch X, because Scratch X is awesome for this kind of stuff. I used to work in auto sales, which meant that I also had to learn about auto detailing, because when you're selling somebody a Subaru STI, you want to make sure that thing is to the nine, so after the detail crew gets through with it, that's when you come in and put the whammy on it. And yeah, the blue one with the gold rims, the STI, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so I'm just going along here and rubbing, basically. And yeah, I can still feel some wax on here. What it is the paraffin is like the heaviest component in this particular wax, probably. And, okay, so look here. I feel this side, and it feels like toilet paper. I feel this side, and it feels smooth, like a candle almost, because of the paraffin, because it's not all off yet. So I got to keep rubbing it down until I got no residue coming off on the paper, on the tissue, and then it'll actually be done. And as you go, you'll get to the point where it'll start feeling super slick and like this. And I'm pushing real hard, and it still moves across the face of the guitar very fast due to the low friction, because of the fact that it's all clean and waxed now. So, yeah, this is, and you see I'm slipping off and stuff because it's so slippery. It's so nice and waxed. It's getting pretty slick here, which is just what you want. Just what you want. Flip it over. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit of smoothness from the paraffin there. Flip it over. I need some uncontaminated surface that can grab up a few more molecules of wax. I can feel the wax here increasing. It's less, increasing the amount of drag. It's less slick right in that area here, the horn. But right up here at the end of the horn, it was starting to feel pretty slick last time, so I think I'm almost done here. I think the next one is all going to feel smooth and fast, and you shouldn't really have much residue at all. So we'll just once more onto the breech. Okay, what we got this time? Yeah, I'm still feeling a little bit. All right. Oh yeah, I think I feel a little bit right there, actually. And notice also I was also slipping off, so it is getting slicker. I think I feel a little bit there. I'm trying to press extra hard and get an extra wide thing going here. I think I can actually see it. No, there's not that much on there actually though. Don't really feel it that much. It's just the fact that I'm pressing hard is making this like look more squashed, which makes it look more contaminated. Okay. Now we still got a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, so got us in the details. Rome was not built in a day. What is this, the 6th or 7th time I rubbed it down with a clean tissue? I still don't have all the excess wax off. Smells kind of waxy. Okay, this might do it. Now what do we got? That's pretty darn clean. I can still feel just a smidge, but okay. I'm going to call that good enough. Good enough, man. Good enough. Alright, so here we are. Last little shot. There it is. It's all rubbed down, all waxed up. Everything's looking all super, super shiny. My buddy was admiring this the other day when it was hanging over there in the not done pile. And he was admiring how shiny it was. And you saw how dirty this thing was when I started working on it at the beginning of this video series. And yeah, if you could see it now, oh my god, oh yeah, it's looking pretty.